Hello. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle, and today we'll be setting up my reading journal for the month of August. This year has been a bit mind-boggling with how fast these months have been flying by. Is it fast for y'all or is it just me? For this spread, I'll be using this year's August sticker set that's available in my Etsy shop as well as my Stan store. Both will be linked in the description, so you can go ahead and grab yours so we can journal together if you haven't done so already. Let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. I've been going for a hot little minute, and I really dropped the ball in June and July when it came to YouTube. Now, I'm not even going to disrespect y'all or offering an excuse or lying about how consistent I'm going to be moving forward, because honestly, I just don't know. I say this all the time, and y'all probably tired of hearing me say this all the time, but I really don't think that YouTube is for me. It's only so many long form tutorials on the same things that I can give you all without it being repetitive for me to create and repetitive for you to watch. I firmly believe that once you get the basics down on Goodnotes and you really practice, your spreads will come easy to you. It's all about finding your own creative space, what you like, what works. Is really about trial and error, and I already have a couple of videos going through Goodnotes. I have a couple of videos showing you how I do my spreads, walking you through the process, and if you ever need to rewatch it, it's always available to do so. But I don't want to bore you guys with the same thing, and unfortunately just doing my journal entries in long form doesn't really do all that well on this platform. So at this point, in order for me to find my place here, I have to post a little bit of everything. And if I'm being completely honest, I think that's why I haven't been getting content out like I used to across my socials. Y'all know in the beginning I was getting these reading journal spreads out on my TikTok like every day, every other day, and I just haven't been doing that lately. But I've actually been reading pretty much the same, so I have the content and I can do that. But I feel like I've lost the plot when it comes to planner sentiment. I've boxed myself into trying to fit into the bookish space when that isn't why I created my business. Planner Sentiments has always been about me creating products that would help alleviate some of the everyday overwhelm, help prioritize doing more of what you love, and providing tools to track and support whatever journey you might be on, one planner and journal page at a time. Reading has always been and will always be my first love, but I'm also a mom who likes to plan through the stress. I'm currently on a weight loss journey, and I love keeping track of that through fitness journals and planners. I have 2 special needs children in various therapies, and I use a planner to track their triggers, their progress, their growth, their milestones, so I can share those with their therapist. I enjoy trying new hobbies with my oldest because that's how she likes to spend quality time with me, and one of the ways I make sure she feels seen and knows that her siblings' diagnosis doesn't make her needs any less important to me. So whether we are trying TikTok recipes she's found, coloring, or crocheting, I want to document these things through planners and journals, and I want to share how I use these products that I create to do all of those things with you. Planner Sentiments was always supposed to be showcasing the different facets of life, and I haven't been showing up in that way for a while, so I plan to start. But don't worry, I read entirely way too much to not give you plenty of bookish content, but I plan to sprinkle in other things in between. Let me know in the comments some videos that you like to see from me on YouTube, because I don't just want to create things that I enjoy, but things that you are genuinely going to enjoy watching. But guys, be easy with me on the tutorials, because more than most likely I touched base on it in one of the previous videos. I decided I wanted this spread to be a little soft and girly and simple and not too much. Coming from me is definitely subjective. My version of not doing the most can be very overwhelming for others, because in the end my spreads do come out looking like a lot. I just mean that I didn't really overthink the spread. I only used digital stickers, my shapes tool for the dotted lines, and some highlights. I'm wondering if there'll ever be a time when the dotted lines don't have me in the chokehold, because I genuinely love it. I just stuck with the softer colors on the stickers that I have because I wanted to keep things simple. Now you notice that these numbers are going to be on the lighter side, so you'll see in a little bit that I just use my shapes tool to draw little squares around it just to make it pop a little bit. I'm thinking about doing a dated version of my reading journals for next year, just for those who don't want to always have to add numbers to it if you're not really into decorative journaling. Let me know what you guys think. I left some of the mistakes that I made in this video because I think some of you believe my spreads come out perfect and great the first time, but really they don't. I do enjoy playing around with the decor to see what works and what doesn't. I like the idea of having the boxes around the numbers because the numbers were so light, but they were all different sizes at at first. So when I found the sizing that I liked, I just duplicated it for the rest of the numbers after I deleted the crazy looking boxes. After I finish adding in the numbers and getting that all squared away, I go in and add a few more digital stickers. I'm really excited how August stickers came out. I knew when I was creating it that I wanted more of a softer look. A lot of these stickers are kind of dainty, so easy to just throw in any spread. After I finished some of the decor, I started to add in my reading goals for the month of August. My reading goals for this month are to read more physical books, which is pretty much a goal every month. I realized that I genuinely don't like looking at my shelves and seeing that I haven't actually read most of them. I've just been getting anxiety lately about that. So I want to curate my bookshelves to be books that I loved and want to collect by authors that I really enjoy. Of course, I'm not saying that every book on my shelf will only be the ones that I read, but I have a lot of YA books that's sitting here, and I don't like YA all that much anymore. So I at least want to start those and then see if I can put them in some little free libraries that are close to the high schools and stuff around here. Another one of my goals for August is to start reading more ARCs because my NetGalley has been getting out of control. I request books thinking I won't be approved. Next thing I know, I'm drowning in ARCs and I can't keep up. While I know I'm not necessarily obligated to review every single ARC, because I did take the time to request it and I was approved, I at least want to do my part in keeping my word and reviewing them. Then I just pull up Goodreads to start adding my TBR. So these are some of the more recent books that I purchased lately. So I figured what better way to dive into my physical reads than to start with the ones that I acquired recently. I'm feeling like I really want to dive into a good thriller. Of course I have a romance there, and of course I have a fantasy, which I'm excited about. This is an art, so I can't wait to read to see what that's about. Now outside of my reading goals, I do also have other goals. August is the month where I really lock into creating next year's planners and journals. I have a few ideas of what direction I want to go in. My primary focus though will actually be creating a 2026 planner because I didn't get to release one this year. I've been using a physical planner and I love it. I forgot how great just pen to paper is, but I will admit that I am missing having a brand new digital planner, so I'm excited to start working on that. I think 2025's reading journals are great and I don't necessarily want to change anything, so let me know any journal updates that you like to see in my current journal, if it's missing anything that you really wish was there, and I can see if I can add it in to spruce it up. For my monthly reads page, I like to keep things fairly simple, mostly just adding the Polaroid frames, a border, and you'll see a little bit later on I add a little texture and a really light color using my pencil tool. I don't do a lot with this page because of all the book covers. You know, they're gonna have different images, be a bunch of different colors, and all those can be very overwhelming on top of a bunch of digital stickers, and that's saying a lot as someone who does the most with my spreads, but even that's too much for me. One thing to keep in mind if you do want to add stickers to this page for your decor is that I can get really annoying really quickly when trying to move images around, especially if you're using your digital star stickers to rate your book, because when you're using your lasso tool because you're trying to grab an image, it's going to pick up all of the images. What are some of your goals for August enough to each other? That's another reason why I keep the decor light and just add highlights and dotted or dashed lines when I want to bring the spread to life a little bit more. That way I can just toggle handwriting off if I need to move my star stickers or book covers around. I hope that makes sense. I know I'm not showing it in this video, but I did want to mention it. What are some of your goals that you have for August? And it doesn't just have to be your bookish goals, though I do want to know those. It can be other life goals that you have in mind. Any last minute vacations? That was kind of what was in my mind when I designed August tickets. I wanted to kind of be the last hurrah of summer, your last vacation. So I did more of a travel theme. So if you have any travel plans, go ahead and let me know. Are you going to bookish events? I want to know that too. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. I know it's been a minute, but the fact that you just clicked on this video to still support me means everything. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share with anyone else who might be interested in joining our planner, bookish, and techish community. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all had an amazing July. Have an even better August. If you guys are going to school, have a great back to school. If you're getting these kiddos ready for school, I know that's about to be hectic, so mom, stay calm. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. I don't know how soon, but I'm gonna see y'all then. And let me know how y'all like the spread. I know. Bye.